Okay, hi. We're coming from the side of the stage here. We're bringing out an extra guest. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for our last guest?
You, sir, with the beard? Yeah. Can I be honest with you? I've never met him.
Okay, well, we've got McFadden. We've got Brent Spiner. We've got Frakes. And last but not least, Walter Koenig. Keep your hands going, please.
Walter!
There you go, sir. Man. Hello, my friend. Please take a seat. Hello there. Guys, look at our beautiful panel. One more round of applause.
You know, you folks in the balcony, come on down. Oh, there's no one in the balcony? Oh, sorry.
Welcome to Megacon. First of all, Brent and Jonathan, I'm loving your podcast.
Oh, well, thank you. Tune in. YouTube, me and Johnny.
Dropping names.
And other things.
The Brent and Johnny Show.
Look it up. Yeah.
Anybody subscribed?
It's a very masculine show.
What?
It's a very masculine show.
Well, Johnny and I are masculine.
I noticed.
Do you really think so?
Well, you are.
No. Well, look, how many women have you had?
We've had
both have a very strong
Several.
feminine
They
side.
haven't dropped yet.
Oh, right, okay, all right.
Yeah, we've shot.
I know.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
No, I'm
Took
saying...
a shot at our guest.
No.
You know, when Meryl Streep was...
Taking a shot at you guys.
Emma Stone.
Yeah, when Emma came,
She was
Emma Stone.
delightful.
And I love what she was wearing.
I did too. Nothing.
We can see a little bit of them now.
I can't see them at all.
Well, it's dark, but maybe
Can we take those lights down?
Enfants de paradis.
There we go.
There you
Yes.
So much better. Yes.
Okay, Walter,
Yes.
it's all yours.
Hi.
Walter, get a hold of yourself.
Walter, there you go.
What am I supposed to do?
A little more dancing, I think.
Hi, guys. With all modesty, you don't believe that, do you? I'm going to be 90 fucking years old.
Yeah. Do it, Walter.
Yes.
Wow.
Guys, is there, you do a lot of these conventions. You've met so many fans over the years.
Do they have subtitles? Are you... Oh, sorry.
Do you want me to speak like this? Is this easier for you?
No, that's fine.
I wanted to ask if there are still things that fans say to you guys that make you feel surprised about what they noticed about your characters over the years. Something that surprises you, it makes you think,
I'm going to throw that to Walter.
No, you. After you, Alphonse.
Does it? Am I surprised? I'm surprised. Yes, that still happens. I mean, people tell me that Data was their favorite. I'm shocked to hear that. I think, really? Me? Because Data was my favorite too, but Didn't know that you.
It's the magic that you brought.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Character, as an actor, as a human being, the heart. You were, in the words of the great Gene Roddenberry,
Yeah.
you were Christ-like.
Yeah.
Right?
True. I mean, he said that. That's true. I didn't. Not agreeing.
Because I know you, I don't think of you as particularly Christ-like.
I'm Christ adjacent.
I think you're Data-esque.
Oh, there you are. I'm Data-esque. Well, it's a good thing because I was Data.
I know.
Yeah.
Fucking Data,
Yeah.
everybody knows.
All right.
Staying on Data for a second, I heard that you're quite picky with the roles that you take. Is that true, Brent?
Me?
Yeah.
I thought you'd take anything you were offered.
I'm here to tell you, he's very hard to book.
You know, I love a good challenge, but at the same time, I don't like being challenged. You know,
That's a conundrum.
it is. So what do I do? No, you know, as I told you, everything I've ever been cast in, I was certain I was not going to be able to do it. And sometimes my arm has been twisted enough that I say, okay, I'll give it a shot. But most of the time I go, I read it and I go, why me? I can't see me doing that. And
So what was it about Data that made you go, okay, I can do that. That's what I can do.
Yeah, what was it? I really.
Walter, can you take that one? No. What was it about Data that made me hunger? Because I needed a job really bad at that time, and I thought,
That's what I remember. I remember
did you have a
that.
straight job in LA? Data, or Brent,
yeah,
famously drove cab in New York.
Yes.
He was a taxi cab driver.
Yes.
What was your straight job in LA?
I delivered. I worked for Pizza Man We Deliver.
Oh, that's right.
That's what they were called, Pizza Man We Deliver. And I worked from like 3 in the afternoon till 2 in the morning, and it was wild. I mean, Hollywood at 2 in the morning, it's like people would call and order a pizza, and I'd deliver it. I'd bring it. We used to have to carry these big ovens in our car to keep them hot. And you'd bring the pizza, and the person would open the door just a crack like that. And so I'd say, well, they said, just pass it through, pass it through. So I'd turn it sideways and slide it through the door and go back to the Pizza Man We Deliver. When we got back, there had been a complaint that all the toppings fell to the bottom. And, well, what did you think was going to happen? Anyway, that's what I did. Pizza Man We Deliver.
What about you guys? Did you feel like doubt at any point in your careers when you were starting out, when you were looking at roles? Did you ever feel like, can I do this? Can I not do this? Does that creative doubt come into your head at any point?
Doubt?
Yeah.
Always. Every day.
Still now?
At this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Gates? How do you?
Of course, and I mean all the time, and I have had a really strange, diverse career where I've ended up doing things that I wasn't even thinking of doing, and it just sort of came in my direction. Things like choreography or whatever. So yeah, I think it's important to try new things. It's also exhausting and terrifying to try new things, but I think that's how you grow. And I'm growing. I don't know whether I'm growing smaller or bigger, but I'm definitely, Alice in Wonderland here.
Thank you. And Walter, I saw a podcast with you recently, and you're a great collector. That's true, right? You collect things. I had no idea you were a huge collector. Did you ever collect anything from the set of Star Trek? Any memorabilia?
Any memory from Star Trek?
Yes, like...
What was Star Trek?
No idea.
I'm very pleased that I'm alive.
I'll second that.
We're all
Yeah, we're pleased.
glad you're alive too.
And this is an illustrious panel, and I'm in awe of these folks because they're all so talented, and I think that's just great. I'm not quite ready to throw in the towel. I made a short film called Mr. Fleischman. We submitted it to Tribeca and to various other festivals around the world, and I'm kind of proud of it. It's not nearly anything to do with Star Trek. It's not Chekhov. It's not Babylon 5. It's a character you haven't seen before, and it's a challenge. So I just hope that you have the opportunity to see it, because it's not a bad way to go out, you know. I think that's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Hey, Walter, what do you collect?
What's that?
What do you collect? I'm translating.
Rabid dogs.
How's that going? How's it going?
I thought you were the only guy for the
Very
rabbit
well.
dog.
Good.
We're going to go to fan questions shortly. There is a mic here. You can start queuing up. Be friendly and kind to your fellow fans. Before we ask the fan questions, I have like one last question. I grew up watching Star Trek with my mum. It's the one thing we did together. And what I loved about Star Trek was its modern day problems in a future setting. You know, we can all relate to those things. Do you think in 200 years' time, we're going to have the same problems?
Yes. If we're still here, we might be in capsules going just anywhere. Do you really feel humans have learned anything? I find we just no. It's getting faster and faster, the cycles, and it's really scary. But yeah,
Yeah. So no, we're still going to be the same dumb humans. That's basically what we're saying. But thanks very much, you guys. We're going to go to fan questions. So, what's your name? Straight into the mic and your question.
My name is Joseph, and I just want to say it is really awesome to have you all here to come to these conventions. And my question is for Mr. Spiner.
Yes, Joseph.
What was your favorite part about playing Bob Wheeler in Night Court?
Give us a little Elmo.
Well, I'll tell you something. I loved every second of it.
You know what? My favorite thing was that it was a character I had done as a child. And a young guy, when I was living I'm from Houston, Texas. Thank you.
Smattering of applause for
Smattering.
Houston.
Well, how many people you think are from Houston here? It's like, anyway, I used to go to, should I let you finish? I used to go to Denny's with my friends, and when the server would come over, she would say, "Would you like, sir?" I'd say,
I'd like a big old piece of pumpkin pie and a couple tall boy slitzes to wash it down.
And then when I went to audition, I read this, and I thought, oh, I called my character Elmo, and I thought, can I do Elmo? And so I did, and I went into the office and I did Elmo, and they cast me, and I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna now get paid to do what I've been doing at Denny's all these years. That was my favorite thing.
Yeah. My neighbor is here right now, and he does a phenomenal imitation of your character as Bob Wheeler. He calls himself Jimbo Wheeler. John, don't be embarrassed. Stand up, John. Where are you? John, stand up.
John, where are you?
Where are you, John? Stand up. Stand up, John. Where are you?
Oh.
Yeah, do it, John. Do your imitation of Jimbo Wheeler.
Hey.
Do it, John.
John, you need a mic? Here.
Come on, John. Come on. Do it, man. Come on. Do it. Come on.
Thank you, John. Balcony John, as you shall now be known.
You ever been to Denny's, John?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well done, John.
Did anyone make
you need
the
to get the rest
announcement
of
that they
your
weren't
cast
supposed
members
to
to say.
record this panel?
What was that, sorry?
Did anyone make an announcement about not recording this panel?
Can we please not record
I'm looking
this
at
panel?
you in the second row.
Thank you. No recording. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. Okay, right up to the mic.
Hello, my name's Tyler. First of all, Star Trek is, in a way, very important to my family. My dad, who I don't see often enough, actually flew down for, and particularly this panel specifically, so it was a big time for us to be able to do this. We reminisce about his late father through every Star Trek episode. We take notes over all of them, and I think a lot of people have very similar stories in terms of like that multi-generational aspect of it. So when you guys were, on set, filming, recording all these episodes, when did you know that this was something that was going to really expand beyond just, the few years you did the show, and it would expand to generations for 30, 40, 50, 60 years from now?
Well, when they cast me.
Of course. The second moment you realized.
It's gonna be big. No, I don't know. For me, I remember we shot for several weeks before the show ever aired. And we had this great time in that period because we didn't know there was nobody judging it or, having an opinion about it at that time. We just enjoyed doing it. But
Once the show aired,
Yeah.
the audience was not quite as receptive and kind as you all have been, because they didn't want to have a bald English captain with a French name. They didn't want to have a Klingon on the bridge. They didn't have a black blind guy driving the ship. They wanted Chekhov.
Yeah.
They wanted Kirk. They wanted Spock. They wanted Bones.
Right.
They wanted Sulu.
Right.
But I knew that there were collectors because right when we were starting filming, Richard Arnold came by and said, for the Star Trek calendar, we want to know your birthday and all this stuff. And I'm like, why? I'd never been involved with anything that was so much about things and baseball cards and stuff. And even when the pilot was being shot, I was doing something in San Diego, a play, and I was going back and forth, and there were like 5 women who, after I got out of the show at night at the theater, they were standing there and they said, would you sign our program? And I just was like, no one had ever asked me. I went, well, yes, did you like the show? Oh, no, we didn't see the show. We're Star Trek people. We just wanted to get your name. We wanted your name on the program. And I said, why? Well, we're collecting. And the whole thing, I thought, what? I mean, our show hasn't aired, and it was weird. Now I know why. Yeah, it's a valuable signature now.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, friend, right up to the mic. Name and question.
Hello, my name is Ace, and I got one question for Data and one for Beverly. So for Data, I was wondering if you ever heard of a song from Pogo called Data and Picard?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Brent.
Oh. What was the question? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening because I didn't hear my name. Data.
Sorry, my question was, you ever heard of a song from Pogo called Data and Picard?
From what?
Pogo.
Pogo?
Pogo.
Pogo. Have you ever heard a song from Pogo called Data and Picard?
Pogo, the comic strip Pogo?
He's a person that makes music based on shows. He made a really good song based on footage from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yes.
And then the part he used the most was you going.
I love that song.
Thank you. Thank you
And
very
then
much.
for Gates, how did you feel doing the episode when you fell in love with a parasite?
You're going to have to repeat the question, just slow down a little bit. There's a big echo.
Sorry. For Gates, how did you feel doing the episode when you fell in love with a parasite, and especially the part when the parasite inhabited Riker?
The parasite was called the Trill.
Yeah.
How did I feel when the scrotum sac that the parasite looked like? How did I feel when I took, first of all, the man I'd been sleeping with, I operated on and took out a scrotum sac. That's number one. Number two, you should have heard the conversation convincing William Riker to put that into him. And the least I could do was kiss him once he'd accepted it. You know, and then I had to operate again and put it in a woman, and that was a tough one too. That was a tough sell. And all this was within 24 hours, actually less. So, you know, you want to know how it felt? Squishy.
Our first scrotum question at a convention. Loving that. Hello, my friend, right up to the mic.
Hi. So first of all, I want to give a quick shout out to you guys. I mean, you guys are a great crew, and cast, and I was able to watch your TV shows and movies. You were incredible. Especially to Mr. Walter Koenig, because, you know, I like his role a lot, both in the TV series and in the movies, so yeah. But the question will go to Mr. Brent Spiner. So the question is, from the movie Star Trek Generations, how many takes did it take to make it right for the scene of Data singing the song Life Forms? And what?
Well, it didn't take many takes.
Didn't you write that song?
I co-authored that song.
See the dance.
I did. You know, I did it at my. You know, you were behind me. Yeah, you did a take, I recall. But you know, it said in the script, Data sings, and it said, life forms, you funny little life forms. And that's all it said, ... And we got to the scene, and the director says, okay, we're gonna shoot that now. And I said, well, but it said Data sings, is there a song? And nobody had written a song. They just went, Data sings, you funny little life forms, ... So he said, just, you know, wing it. So I wang it.
Okay.
And so we didn't do it so many times because we did it once or twice, and there is, I did send into ASCAP or one of the big music publishing that I am the author of that, and they're supposed to pay me every time that song plays, and every time the movie airs. I guess it hasn't aired ever since then because I've never been
seeing anything.
I've never seen it die.
All right, so here's the bonus question along with that. If Data was to make it a music, what kind of music genre would it make it along with the mix of with the navigational computer sounds?
What genre?
Yeah, like country, rock and roll, metal, 80s.
Opera.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
By the way, the Beverly Crushers, which is a fabulous band. I'm serious. Google them. They're fabulous. They're kind of punk rock. I love them. They've got a new album out with an extraordinarily creative cover. They've got someone who drew this of all of it. It's great.
They don't cover Life Forms, my song Life
No,
Forms.
they don't, I don't think.
Because if they did, I should be.
Might,
Well,
I'll tell them that.
Hello, friend. Right into the mic. What's your name and question?
Hi, my name is Robert. Number one, gotta get Life Forms on Spotify already. Come on, man. So, my mom introduced me to Star Trek, and while, look, the house favorite is Riker, my mom has always held that the biggest badass on the show is Dr. Crusher. So my question is, do you have a favorite action scene that you filmed in The Next Generation or any of the movies?
Favorite action scene?
Favorite action scene? Yeah, when I pushed Data into the water off. No, that was him pushing me. I loved, what was it? It was the one we were going towards the sun. Was it Symbiosis or something? And he and we were in the capsule. And we went for it, and man, I got that dude, okay? But I also really did like that first scene in Picard. Yeah, that was fun.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I did like that a lot. But then there was the vortex where the wig almost came off and they've got me wired up and I'm just like, that was so silly. But anyway, okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, friend. Right into the mic, name and question.
Hello, my name is Brad.
Hi, Brad.
Hey, Brad.
I'm neurodivergent and grew up with difficulty identifying with people. And I just wanted to say, Brent, your character of Data just really was like the first character that I identified with, which is interesting because you're an android. But you're an android who's trying to understand humanity, and that it resounded with me even as a kid because my dad was like, oh, well, you'll like Wesley, he's smart, and he's a kid and he's smart. And I'm like, but the android who wants to understand humanity, that's who I am. So
well, that's cool, Ben. Thank you so much. I have said before, and I'll say it again. What did I say? No, that means so much to me that Data resonated that way for people who were, searching for answers and curious and about who they were, and somehow Data, played a role in that. I'm so glad. Data was, well, not Data, but I was the first person I ever identified with.
That makes sense.
Anyway, Brad, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and I'm honored, actually. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hello, my love. Right into the mic.
Hi,
What's your name?
I'm Alice, and I'm actually going to piggyback off of him and ask, how do you feel about being a role model for the neurodivergent people out there? And do you have any advice for overcoming some of those fears that people have, like public speaking?
Well, how I felt, let me answer the first part of that. As I said to Brad, I'm honored by it because I didn't know while we were doing it that any of that was a possibility. I was just playing a part and trying to make the character interesting. And I've only found out about it since we've been doing conventions, and it really is, it's astounding to me. And I'm glad I didn't know at the time, because I think I would have pushed the writers to address it more and would have blown the whole thing somehow. I think exactly the way it came out was right. And what was the second part? How do I encourage people to?
Any advice for people struggling to get over the fear of public speaking or anxiety or issues?
Well, we all, believe it or not, fear maybe is the common denominator of all humanity. And I think we all struggle with it on some level. And I guess always confronting your fear and trying to work your way through it is the best thing to do. It is for Jonathan, I know. Because
I live in fear.
He's in fear of me all the time.
That's just what I was about to say.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was a good answer. I love it when you're serious.
You know what? I don't love to be serious.
I know, it's such a rare thing, and you really have that club in your bag.
You know what it reminds me of when I'm serious? It's like when Jerry Lewis used to be serious, I liked Jerry when he was funny, but when he became Mr. Lewis, well, never mind.
Thank you. Next question. Right up to the mic, my friend.
Good afternoon, guys. Thank you so much for being out here.
Hey.
My name's Nick. I just want to know one thing. Star Trek Legacy. Is there any possible return for you guys, or what's going on with that?
How much money do you have?
To bring all of you guys back, I think all of us here would pay and get it done. After seeing you guys come in Picard Season 3, I would love to see you guys come back.
Can Walter be in it?
Yeah, only if Walter's in it.
There we go. He's excited about it.
Thank you very much. Shall we go to our next question? Or is there any possibility of you coming back?
Well, Nick, I'm certain it's coming back. I'm just saying that so that I see all these press releases. Spiner says it's coming back, and it is.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, my friend. Oh, thank you so much. I was going to ask if someone could help this next person. Thank you. Hello, my friend. What's your name?
I am Shaylin, and I was wondering if all of you would describe your characters from Star Trek in one word. What word would that be?
Humanist.
Loyal. Mechanical. Walter? Or less.
Invaluable.
Invaluable. Yeah. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you for your help there. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Jelaine, and I am a latecomer to the show. My husband just introduced me to it last year, and I really wanted to show you that I dressed up as Data for Halloween. But I do have a question for all three of you. I have a master's in theater, and that's why he asked me to watch this show. And I want to know, what play have you always wanted to do?
Play?
Music Man. I'm too old now.
What about you, Gabe?
I've always wanted to do either Macbeth or Hamlet playing the male lead.
Something by Chekhov. No, that would be. I have done that. Yeah, thanks. You know what? I don't have any wishes. I think I'm just, if it comes my way,
you'll turn it down.
I'll turn it down. And I always look forward to seeing what that will be.
Would it be okay to put the picture on stage for Brent Spiner?
You come up here and I'll grab it.
Is it for me?
I'll grab it for you. Oh, wow.
Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing this. You're not a cosplayer. You're dreaming. You are a cosplayer. Says on the back, it says, Mr. Spiner, you have inspired me my entire life. You are the most wonderful human being who's ever... Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. If all my dreams of wonderful could be... Oh. It's really nice. You look great. Lady Data, thank you.
Thank you. Straight into the mic. What's your name and question?
Hi, my name is Graham, and my question's for Mr. Frakes. So my dad and I used to watch Star Trek: The Next Generation after school, and I wanted to ask you what do you think made Riker feel like such a father figure in the show to, all of his crew and his crewmates?
What? Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think that Roddenberry had written the character, I said loyal as one of the words, but he was also reliable, and he was also, I think, honest, and I think he had a sense of humor, and he had a certain amount of patience. But I think you could count on him. I aspired, without being, all levity aside, I aspired to be like Riker when I became a father and a husband. And there was a lot of, he represented the best of all of us. Nobody could be quite that. But there was Roddenberry liked Riker, and Roddenberry inspired me when this is the oldest story of the book. I had an audition 7 times, again, it was over 6 weeks, and eventually I used to go to Roddenberry's office before each new audition, and he believed so strongly in his vision of the future in which there would be no hunger, no greed, that sort of, I took it seriously. I was in the room with Corey Allen, the guy who did our pilot, and somehow I think I was less jaded or sarcastic or anything. I think it was in a point in my life where it changed all of our lives, that job. So having being a piece of that and a part of that was it's really paid off in many ways, emotionally and in other ways as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A very good question. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Finn. This is a question for whoever wants to answer. How does it feel knowing your roles, the characters you play, will forever be loved and known by future generations? I'm only 17 years old, but I plan on passing Star Trek down to my future family, especially episodes with Data.
Data, everybody's favorite. I like this idea of Lady Data for you. I don't think it's too late. Did you see it?
Yeah, I think it's too late. I think just get your new cat and call it Lady Data or something, okay?
It's when you do that play, when you play Hamlet, I'll play Gertrude, okay?
That's a promise, all right. That's great.
So how do we feel about about being immortal? Yeah.
Yes.
Nobody said immortal.
No.
I didn't say it.
That's the X-Men or something, no.
No, but being known for future generations.
The next generation.
Like the next. Yeah.
The next generation.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy. There was a man, still with us, his name is Walter Koenig. He is a really lovely guy who was the head of, I think, home video at Paramount when we were working there. And years later, I saw him at a function, and he said, 100 years from now, people will not know who, and he said this, I don't believe this, he said, people will not know who Marilyn Monroe was, but they will know who you were. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he goes, no, there's something about this show that will just keep going and going and going. And maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong.
Okay, can I just do an antidote to that?
Yeah.
So, I went to France, and I bought a place in the south of France, in some little medieval village, okay? And I spoke French, but it was like this unknown little village. There were only like 300 people in the whole town and everything. So I go to the supermarket, which is just in the mall kind of thing, and I'm with my son, and my son goes, Mommy, look, there's your face. And it was the Star Trek pinball machine, okay? And I'm like, my heart just kind of beams a little, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. And so we walk over, and I say to the guy, hoping that I go, so you just got this Star Trek pinball machine. And in French he goes, yeah, shit, we wanted Star Wars. So kept me humble, okay? For future generations, I'm okay, yeah.
I think you're just talking about like the next 600-700 years, though, right? After that, it's anybody's guess, really.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Love you so much.
This is our last question, I'm afraid. Don't look at me in the eyes, I'm sorry. So everybody else, please sit down. This is our last question.
I'll try to keep it quick, but can't
That's
promise
okay.
anything.
What's your name?
My name is Kenny, and I just want to say that, my dad introduced me to, Next Generation when I was a kid, and, I ate that up. I mean, the beard. I grew my beard because Riker's beard. I got the beard thing. I got that from you.
Very Ricarian beard.
But, and I'm passing it down to, my kid. She loves Lower Decks because she's 2 and, cartoons.
Does she have a beard yet?
We're working on it. Give her time. But, during COVID, my dad, got the real COVID, got put into, a coma, and, I went to watch Next Gen like we do, and I saw an episode called The Bonding, which was probably the worst episode to see because it's about a little kid who loses his parents during an away mission. And honestly, when Patrick said this line, Picard, that no one's ever alone on the Enterprise, and that really touched me and helped me get through things. But anywho, my question is, I loved the last season of Picard. It was perfect ending. There's just one little complaint that I had, is that when the original Star Trek crew signed their names at the end of movie 6, I really wanted you guys to sign your names for the credits. Is there any chance that could ever happen in the future, or no? That
well, when we finish the Legacy series, we're gonna all.
Excellent answer, Brent.
You better hurry. Wesley's a little bit too old to play his part soon.
Well, I'm actually going to do a little movie I call Mr. Fleischman. And,
go on. Oh, thank you so much. You guys, thank you for coming out for the fans. Thank you for repeating your same questions that you asked.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
It's Brent.
Thanks, everyone.
Jonathan, Gates.